Happy Monday. Today was the first day back from our Vegas meetup, so feeling a little sleepy, but overall solid morning session. Took a couple of trades, which we're going to recap right now. If you didn't know, all of these trades happen on my live stream on the main channel, Trades by Matt, every morning at market open, so come hang out over there. Let's dive into the recap. Yo! Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Post Vegas meetup day is, you know, it's going to be what it is. It was really fun. It's great to meet everybody. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't even know what all to go into from the weekend, to be honest. I'm excited for next year. Like, very excited for next year. I think that there's so much room. Like, that was by far, like, not even close to by far the best like hangout we've ever had as a group. And I think there's a lot of potential for next year to be really, really good from like a conference perspective. I lost I actually don't have a full count on how much money I lost. I think it was probably around 3 or 4 grand. And that's only because I hit like $1,000 on the way out, $3,000 jackpot with my last spin. And then I put 1,000 on black on roulette as I was leaving the hotel and hit that too. So I had like 5 grand that came in the last like 10 minutes. Blackjack absolutely hosed me all weekend. Roulette paid me very well all weekend. So gambling was fun. I saw Martin Garrix on Friday night. That was wild. I'm no longer hungover. That's good. My friends put Nasdaq Cowboy up on. Let me pull up my Instagram. All right, so this is the group, right? We got like 80 of y'all. My friends put Nasdaq Cowboy up at the freaking, and then they pulled me in on a motorcycle with like 12 bottles of Dom under it. It was wild. So that was fun. Slept like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and then the meetup was all day Saturday. And then yeah, I'm still a little. The Alani's gold. That's all I'm saying. Alani right now is gold. Amazing time was had. Yeah, it was truly amazing. Let's see. Pax did an amazing job speaking. He could have talked for a long time. He did talk for a long time. It was awesome. Pax did a really good job. It was great to have Edge Clear out there, giving us kind of a rundown of how the futures market works and the different levels of it all. I learned something, and I've been around for a long time, so that's cool. Almost cried 3 times on Pax book. What the hell? Yeah, dude. I mean, it was an emotional conversation in a good way, emotional in a great way. So yeah, overall, very solid weekend. I'm very happy to have met a lot of you. Markets are open. Can't wait to do it again. It's so fun to put a face to the name. I need to ship out a shaker bottle. If you remember, chat, I said first person to get a TBM logo tattooed on them, I'd send them a shaker bottle. Well, someone got the TBM with Be Smart, Be Patient in my handwriting on their arm. How sick is that? And we got another dude getting TBM on his leg tomorrow, I think. So I'll be sending out shaker bottles to both of those individuals. Be smart, be patient for life, baby. I feel like I need it now somewhere on my body. Where was the tattoo? It's on the bicep. I was trying to talk with me and Julie were slightly talking about it. We were like, do we do Austin next year? Do we do Vegas next year? Vegas is fun because it's cheap to get to. There's a lot of good restaurants. There's clubs. There's gambling. There's pools. There's stuff for everybody. But Austin would also be Austin's kind of like a fun city. Like Austin would be fun to do it at. Also, I'm not interested in Miami. Sorry. Yeah, it'll either be one of those two. But it's gonna be great next year. I have like a lot of really good ideas. I think good ideas coming out of the weekend on how to just like hopefully get out a lot of value for people. Something else that me and Julie were talking about that I think would be super cool, and I want to like kind of poll the audience here to figure out if it's even worth trying to set up. But as like obviously like I'm working on the office situation in Austin, with the idea being obviously to meet some local traders and have some accountability in person and all of that. But is there any interest in doing like in getting like organized groups in large cities? Meaning like I don't know, Houston, LA area, Miami area, New York area, like those types of like geographical locations, and having like, I don't know, like maybe we can code something, honestly, that's like not that big of a lift, to where you fill out a form and put your location in, and it like assigns you to a Discord role or something with that like specific city, to where you can have like some local traders that you can like potentially reach out and hang out with, something like that. I don't know. I feel like it would be cool to like, because a lot of people are looking for like in-person local connections, and then I could just like, if I'm ever in a city, I could literally just tag that Discord group or whatever it is, the email group or whatever it is, and be like, hey, who wants to go get a beer? Well, I forgot to talk about news. We don't have any news, by the way. There's no news. Inflation expectations at 10, so we're fine till for a while. Still gonna trade your personal, most likely, unless I get some sort of confirmation. What was the first drink you got at Vegas? I had that twisted tea in the morning, and then on the plane I had champagne and beer, and then we got to the place and I had Red Bull vodkas. I don't really know if I want to go down this whole path, to be honest. This is not gonna, it's a lot. Into espresso martinis, into Don Julio or 1942. A couple bottles of 1942, into 3 bottles of Dom. That was Friday. Friday was, or Saturday was not like that. Aha, it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. All right, we got 2 dad jokes to make up for from the weekend and today. The first one: if you see a robbery at an Apple store, does that make you an eyewitness? And then we got June 10th, today, Monday. I searched for a lighter on Amazon, but all I could find were good matches. I think they should have said I searched for a lighter on Google, probably, and all I could find was good matches, but you know, still works. All right, so let's finally talk about the markets, huh? Friday ended up as a doji, so we'll see what today brings. Sweep of the lows would be at sweep of the prior low. Wick would be 1940 or 942, 60 points lower. We're below yesterday's value area low. That to me implies more downside movement, probably a sweep of the overnight lows, as long as we hold under yesterday's value area low. Maybe it happens quick, huh? I think if we sweep the overnight lows, we probably go rotate that 42 level from Friday's low. We get back above value area low, then we're probably looking for the rotation back up to like 1980, so like 70 points higher. First stop obviously being overnight highs and then value area high. So yeah, we rotate 1910. I think we look at overnight lows, and then we look at 42 for Friday's low. We hold above 1910 and VWAP, call it 1920 really. Hold above 1920, then we're looking at 60 overnight highs, and then rotation to Friday's value area high at 85 or so. That's kind of my plan. Can you show the picture gift at the pro? Yes, they're upstairs. Let me see if my wife is still here. Damn, she just left. All right. So, at the very first meetup that we have ever did was in Austin at F1, the circuit track. And you always notice it sitting right here. But the attendees gave me a helmet and I all signed it. It was super cool. This was everybody that was at the very first meetup ever. And it sits back there. And everybody surprised me with a new thing for the back shelf. Look at this. Check this out. How sick. How sick. We got some Jordans that are signed by every person that was there. Look how many freaking signatures this is, man. How sick is that, huh? So these boys are gonna sit next to the helmet in the back. So sick. This pack signature goes crazy. Yeah. So sick. Apparently it was partially a joke because everybody roasted me for my shoes on the Riz podcast. So Hooked you up with some new ones. Very cool present though, and I do really seriously appreciate it. It's very, very, very thoughtful and sick. And it's gonna look awesome right there. Next to the helmet. We got volume. Delta's not really doing much. Man, summer trading is just the worst. Just straight up. It's the worst. Summer trading before big news on Wednesday. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, we got FOMC on Wednesday, huh? FOMC at 1, press conference at 1:30. That'll give us good movement. PPI and jobless on Thursday. So today and Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be just brutal. Oh, and we have CPI on Wednesday. Jeez, dude. All right, a little doji on the 1 minute. Top of the range. We have buyers, but we're at the top of the range with the doji. I don't know. Seems weird. 1920s as well. Magical 20s. I'm going to take this because I get a 5-point-ish trade out of it at the top of the range. So top of the range. I'm fighting Delta, but I'm going with the doji, top of the range, magical 20s. Return back to the middle of the range. Just a 1 contract trade for me right now. Nothing too crazy. Just to get warmed back up at post Vegas. Little wick traded. I'm looking at volume and middle of the range as an exit. Little sweep. Would I have gotten a full 10 there? I would have. I'm gonna go ahead and move that break even. No reason to take a loser on this one. So my stop is break even. I'm not gonna lose any money on this trade. And I'm out. So I just made $270. I marketed out. Total profit should have been 285 if I let it run all the way. I took 270. No drawdown trade. Pretty much just an instant winner, which reminds me of my Instagram story from last night. I pulled up Instagram a lot today. Follow me on Instagram at Trades by Matt. Exclamation point Instagram. When the trade runs right to target. Money. Sick. Just back to the middle of the range, point of control. Obviously targeting value area low. 90s is a bet. That's a full trade, right? But I don't need the full move top to bottom. Targeting middle of the range is just a higher probability exit for me, and still grabbing just shy of 15 points is good. So one in so far. I'm not copy trading these accounts. I'm on my personal account right now. This is just a straight up $270 winner. This is not multiplied out by 20. That was not more size. That was just a single 1 contract trade for $270. And that's, again, just to kind of get the brain working again and the feet wet a little bit. Delta indicator on TradingView, not a thing. Unless you pay $240 a month or whatever for their like highest end package that gives you tick data. If you don't do that, then Delta does not exist on TradingView. The indicators there are false. Man, rip. Met a guy at the meetup. Poor guy asked me about TradingView. It was his first time chatting in the stream, asked me about TradingView, and I lit him up apparently. He still came to the meetup, obviously. He's part of the community now, so it's all good. But yeah, that one's on me. We were chatting. He was like, yeah, first time I ever chatted in the stream, I asked you about TradingView, and you went off on me. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, my bad, bro. Yeah, he was a really nice guy. Yeah, it truly, like, yeah, very nice guy. Anyways. All right. Little doji off IB. We still got some buyers here. Run into the overnight highs. Looks nice. All right. I'm long one. Long one on all 20. Long one on all 20 accounts. So copy trading my 20 Apex accounts right now. Whatever the P&L is here will get multiplied by 20 or loss, whatever the profit or loss is. I'd like to see us hold IB, obviously. Initial balance high. This is a setup that I love to take. we push IB, we come back down, we retest it, especially with a doji lined up with it, and then we push into volume wherever liquidity is, push up into that would be ideal. The setup I take often. I'm fine with giving it, you know, 35, maybe 30. Don't really want to give it much more than that. Move that up as a act of God stop. But like, yeah, you kind of want to see like a quick sweep is fine if we can catch some legs, but it doesn't seem like it's happening yet. We'll see. Give it a second to breathe out. Running into the 50s would be pretty ideal in my opinion. Ideally, even more ideal would be the run into the overnight highs. Something like this. If we kind of start slow grinding a little bit.
And remind yourself what I have to tell myself every day. The first goal of trading is preservation of capital, money and mental. Not making money.
Yep. Preservation of capital, money, and mental is so key there. Pax was talking about Capital Preservation Friday. It's the thing he tweets out every Friday. And I think he's usually physically talking about money, but the mental side of that is huge, which I had honestly not thought of a ton. Nice close there, by the way. So great call out there, Chance, with the $5. Appreciate you. But yeah, preserve that mental and emotional and physical capital, right? The important stuff that keeps you fighting another day. All right, there's that 30 test that I was just talking about. There's 30. Full on break of the prior low. That's gonna be a tough one for me to want to hold on any more past that. So see how we respond here, but it feels like we're not really doing it yet. Still sub 10 points. Holding the +1 standard deviation still. Hammered out. Hasn't meant a lot yet.
Can you explain the advantage of trading with 2050K accounts instead of 1M account?
Yeah, mental. It's just a lot easier. It's a lot easier to look at the screen and trade one account. You can also diversify your risk better if you'd like to, right? You don't have to trade all 20 at once. You can trade 5 at once. You could trade all 20 at once if you're feeling it. It's also a lot easier to look at the screen and see $50 as opposed to, or $100 as opposed to $2,000. Also, most people don't have $1 million to trade into an account. 20 50K accounts. 50K account is $16. So 20 times $16, that's what, $600? $400? Whatever it is, $400 ish. Most people have $400. Most people don't have $1 million to throw into a trading account. It's $420. Tested the prior open, kind of got very close to the prior open. Blue line algo, initial balance, right? Rejecting initial balance right now. It's kind of the big word there out of all of these things. I'm down 5 points, so I'm fine to continue to kind of just let it do its thing a little bit, but not super interested in a retrace of the prior low. Oh, $320. Oh, whatever. Either way, you can do the math yourself. But yeah, most people have that. Most people don't have $1 million in cash to put into a personal account. Akshaz, you should always do exclamation point or code TBM at checkout. Get 90% off. 90% off on Apex with code TBM, or you can go to tbm.gg/Apex. So all of those dollar signs you see on their website, add 90% off with code TBM. Yeah, I mean, buyers are still kind of trying to tick away here. If we can get above IB, blue line algo is strong right there, right? Rejecting IB so far, but yeah, if we can get above, this looks still prime to me, but we'll see. That's why I'm still in it, right? I'm in it because I like the way it looks still. Risk is okay still. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the stop up here. We're up 7. I'm up 7 points, 8 points. There's not a lot of reason for me to let that run 8 points in the money and then take a L on the trade. So I'm gonna move my stop up there. Obviously my target's a little bit more than my normal 10 points. When we get close to 10 points, I have my finger on the trigger. I'm ready to get out. But we got a lot of juice up here at 950 that I want to see us clean out. And I think it can happen quick, which is why I have my target at 58. Trying to clean it out. Go through the 71. I still want to watch us retrade that, to be honest. I think it's possible still, to be honest, but we'll see. If I take a break even, I take a break even. I obviously want to lock in some, but I want to see us trade through 50 again. That was a very quick sweep. Type of sweep that I think typically gets rerun, to be honest, but we'll see. It's 50 cycle level. We got juice up above. Liquidity's higher. Overnight high seems like a absolute target. I'm gonna take the 200 bucks there. That double sweep, I have to lock it in at that point. It's just shy of I mean, normal thing, 10 points, $3,920 across the board. 10 accounts, 196 bucks after commissions per, or 20 accounts, excuse me, $196 after commissions. That's $3,920 on the trade. I took less than 10 points of drawdown for a 10-point target there. Ran up to almost 15 points at one point. Looks like it might still run, but the initial target on all my trades is 10 points. So if we get up there and we sweep it and then we push it again and we start sweeping it back, I got to take it off. It's poor management for me to hold on to it, I think. So lock in the money. So now I'm up 285 on the personal account today and then 3,920. So a little over 4 grand total. And there's the continuation. Yeah, I think the overnight highs is, I think it's given. I think it's a given. It's just like, how do I hold on to that? I don't know. If I would have been okay with a true break even there, I could have still held on to it, but I don't think I really was. I think if I had this exact same trade, if the exact same trade happened right now, where I already had some cushion on the session, I potentially would be a little bit more open to it. But if you're given 10 points, you kind of want to take the 10 points. You know what I mean?